All right, I think we're live. So hi everybody. We're missing quite a few tonight, but thank you Spring and CJ for being on tonight. And I was just telling the girls that our Devo girl isn't on tonight, so I'm not sure what happened, but we are on the week waiting God's way is where we're at. And I have been in Texas all weekend. Came back with a little bit of a not feeling good day. And oh, there's Kira. So I have not read the devotion, so I cannot guide you through that, but hopefully Kira can. And if not, we will just move on forward. Hi, Kira. Kira, are you ready to lead the devotion or should we move forward? Okay, we'll go on, and if she pops in here shortly, we can come back to it. So I've got a lot of stuff to share with you tonight. Some very exciting things, first of all. Oh, let me grab the Super Bowl pool because I want to show you how to do that. So I am actually offering double deals for this month. So if you guys do the deals where they do $50, they get a half price item. I'm doing double deals. So for this week only, they get, if they purchase $50, they get two half price items. And I'm going to let them choose whether they choose from the January or the February pink perks. So, and when they purchase, they're going to get in the Super Bowl game. Okay. Now, how this works is there's several forms on our Facebook group. Okay. And you can choose whichever one, and you can choose which increment you want. You can do $10 for every $10 they purchase, they get a square. For every $20 or every $25, you choose, okay? But how I do it basically is I just number, there she is. Okay, I'm sharing about this. If you're ready for the devotion, we'll come back to the devotion, okay? Okay. All right. So first of all, I pick what I'm going to give away each quarter. So if I'm going to give away um let's say um let's say I'm going to give away $25 every quarter, like gift cards, okay? Then I'm going to give away $25 first quarter, $25 second quarter, and so on, okay? And then you're going to see how the winner is figured out, okay? So basically, I'm going to number the squares, and I think it comes out to 100. Oh, shoot. I think I just did that wrong. It's been a whole year since I've done this. Hold on. Um, it's like I froze up. I knew how to do it, and then I froze up. Anybody do that? Um, okay. Let me print a new one. because I did mess it up. So on our Facebook group, if you go to albums, there's going to be a whole bunch of different choices. Okay. And just look closely because some of them say $10, some of them say 20, and some say 25. So that's up to you. I'm doing 25 because when they purchase 50, they get 2 double deals. So then when they purchase 50, they get their name on the board twice. Okay. And it's really easy. It's really easy to do. And it's really fun because, I think women are more about the party, the Super Bowl party, than the game, or most of them anyway. And so it gives them something to kind of look forward to each quarter and halftime. And you can give away prizes. Let's just say you have some items on your shelf that you need to move. These would be great. You could give away those prizes for the quarter. Okay. You don't have to give a gift card. You can give actual Mary Kay product. So let's just say, you have some Christmas lotions or, lipsticks or something. You can give those away as prizes. This is a great way to move your older product. So the other thing I got when I got home is a crook in my neck, so I can't look to the left. So if I look weird, that's why. I can't turn my neck this way. It's so weird. Okay, here we go. This is better. So you can see across the top is 0 to 9. And then across the bottom is 0 to 9. So this is the Eagles score. This is the Chiefs score. Okay. And then what I do is I number the squares. Okay, I'm not going to number them all just because of time, but see how I started with number 1, and I just number all the way over and then all the way over till it's filled up. So I think it's 100. I think it's 100, or maybe not, but it's a lot of numbers. And then I just say, pick a number between 1 and 100, and then that's where their name goes. Okay, so if Spring spent $50 with me, she gets to choose 2 squares. So I'm going to say, Spring, pick a number between 1 and 100. Pick 2 numbers between 1 and 100. So let's just say Spring pick 2 numbers.
Oh, you're talking to me. 4 and 24.
Okay. So on the number 4 square, I'm going to put Spring. And then 24, I'm going to put Spring. Okay. Now all of this has to be done before the game. So that's why you've got to get it started now, because you want them purchasing the rest of the week. Okay. Now what you do is you take the score at the end of the first quarter, and at the end of the second quarter, and then at the end of the third quarter, and the end of the fourth quarter. And this one has the example of 23 to 17. Okay, right here, 23 to 17. So you're going to actually use the last number of both numbers. So you're going to find the cross reference between 3 and 7 where they meet. That number is the winner for that quarter. Does that make sense? Kind of. So if the score is (23 to 17), you're going to choose the last number, 3 and 7. Okay, you're going to go over to number 3 if that's the Chiefs score, and then 17 if that's the Eagles score, then 7, and go across, and where they meet is the winner. Okay, y'all don't look like you understand. Kind of, sort of. Okay.
Yeah, Jen, to clarify, you are talking about using the winning score as looking at the winner score first and then the loser score second, whichever team it is.
Yeah, you're just going to use like this is the Chiefs
Mhm.
row and this is the Eagles row. So
Right.
you're going to, yeah, whatever the score is at the end of the first quarter,
Hmm.
you would draw a winner for, or not draw a winner, but you would circle a winner for the end of first quarter. At the end of second quarter, whatever the score is, and then at the end of third quarter and fourth quarter.
I understand that part. I was just wondering, do you do the top, do you always do the Chiefs first, or are you taking as your last number, or are you taking whoever's winning at that quarter?
Yeah, it's the Chiefs score and the Eagles score.
Okay, so you're always, no matter who's winning or losing.
That's right. It doesn't
Okay,
matter who's winning and losing.
yeah,
It's the score, the last number of the score. Yeah.
yeah, I'm with you. All right, thank you.
Yeah, and it's super fun. And it's a great time to like do commercials. Especially if you're doing it in your Facebook group. I always do commercials, like Mary Kay commercials, and you can go live for like 1 minute. Hey, this is your Mary Kay commercial. I just want to show you about the new um, brow kit, or I want to tell you about satin hands, or whatever. You can pick, several products that you love and do some commercials. So it can be super fun and a great way to get some sales for the first week. You can also do pre-orders for the new products. Those are coming out, and I have some pictures that I'm going to be posting on our Facebook group. So you could use the pictures in your Facebook group and take pre-orders on those. So those are all great ways to kind of get your customers involved this week, and make it fun. Anybody have any questions? Okay, reach out to me if you want to do it and you don't understand. I'd be glad to explain it to you more. Okay. Okay, awesome. Kira, I have to show you. I opened my birthday present from Mary Kay. Look what I got. It's a replica of Mary Kay's bathtub. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Oh my gosh, I love it.
That is awesome. I do love it.
I know. It's like, how
That's
sweet.
cute. Are you going to fill it with candy, or what are you going to do with it?
I don't know.
Haven't
Candy's
decided
good
yet.
idea.
Put some
Yeah.
fun soaps in it in your bathroom or something.
Yeah, that's fun. That's really
Yeah,
fun. All right. Well, are you ready to do our devotion?
I am. Honestly, did chapter 3. I don't know if I need to back up and do anything from 2 again, but
Yeah, it was we're not quite to chapter 3 yet.
okay.
I don't know where chapter 3 is. Oh, yeah, we're not quite there yet. We are in waiting God's way.
Yep. Okay. I went back to that page and I wasn't quite sure. So anyway, I'm there.
That's great. That's great.
Okay, so waiting God's way. The Bible is filled with stories of waiting and redemption, from Abraham and Sarah waiting for a child to the Israelites waiting to reach the promised land. These stories have encouraged me during seasons of waiting. When we read the stories in the Bible, let's not forget that they are Bible reality. They are based on real people who lived thousands of years ago, whose life stories God still uses to show how we are supposed to live our lives. One of the best examples in the Bible of someone waiting God's way is found in the book of Ruth. Only 2 books in the Old Testament receive their names from women, Ruth and Esther. You go, girls. The name Ruth most likely comes from a Moabite Hebrew word meaning friendship, which foreshadows the book's storyline. Although Ruth was not born an Israelite, God used her to greatly influence the nation of Israel. If you aren't familiar with this story, let me give you a quick lesson. Due to a famine, Naomi, who was an Israelite, her husband Elimelech, and their 2 sons left Bethlehem and relocated to Moab. Over a 10-year period, Naomi's husband and both sons died, leaving her with her Moabite daughter-in-law Ruth and Orpah. Ruth 1:1-5. Hearing that the famine was over, Naomi decided to return to her people in Bethlehem, accepting the fact that she would be alone and probably forgotten for the remainder of her life. chapter 1, verses 12 and 13. While on the road back to Bethlehem, Naomi told her daughters-in-law multiple times to remain in Moab and not come with her. But Ruth refused. She would not abandon Naomi in such challenging times to fight for herself. She assured her mother-in-law, "Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and God, my God." Ruth continued with Naomi toward Bethlehem, which was a 60 to 75-mile trip and probably took around 7 to 10 days. While accompanying Naomi back to Bethlehem, Ruth vowed to pick up the leftover grain behind anyone in whose eyes I find favor, chapter 2, verse 2, to provide for both her and Naomi. Can you imagine having just lost your husband, but you press on to care for your mother-in-law by leaving everyone and everything you know behind and moving to a strange land? Ruth probably didn't know a soul in Naomi's hometown of Bethlehem, but it didn't stop her. Instead of sitting around waiting for God to bring friends or a new spouse, she got up, went to a barley field, and collected scraps to provide for her and Naomi. While doing so, she caught the attention of a man named Boaz. It wasn't Ruth's looks that caught Boaz's attention. Boaz had been told all about what Ruth had done for her mother-in-law since the death of her husband, how she had left her family and her homeland to come and live with people that she did not know. To make a long story short, because of Ruth's character, loyalty, and obedience, Boaz eventually married her. This was significant because Ruth went on to become the great-grandmother of King David, as well as part of Jesus' lineage too. All because Ruth was willing to take action, to be obedient, and to be uncomfortable. She refused to sit around while she waited for what was next. At the beginning of the story, Ruth and Naomi were in a tragic state, but at the end, both were singing praises. Even the other women in Bethlehem proclaimed that Ruth was better for Naomi than 7 sons. All right, so that's that section. And to me, there's lots to take away from this. From just the fact that the lineage of Jesus always takes you back to Bethlehem. This story takes you back to kind of where it all began, and where God is showing that he is always continually working his plan out. And you may not feel like you're a part of the big story of what God's really doing in the big picture of things. But we all need to realize that God has a special purpose for each one of us, whether big or small. And he takes the things that we're doing daily and growing us for something that's ultimately his purpose in our lives. And so those are kind of the things that, just a few of the many things actually that I took away from this.
That's good. Well, our thriving for the week topic is, what do we do when there's a bump in the road? This morning, I was on my walk with my friend Jackie, and we were just, we were walking, and we were walking briskly, and all of a sudden she like almost fell. And she like toppled over, and we're laughing because, she almost bit the dust basically. And that got me thinking about how many times we have a bump in the road in life, right? And I hadn't even read this chapter yet because you missed that part, but I came home from Texas not feeling well. And so it's been, so I didn't get my thing read. But I mean, don't you imagine that Ruth and Naomi had a big bump in the road, right? But what did they do? I mean, they still followed the Lord in obedience. And I think so many times we have a bump in the road. And I mean, I know just from recent experience that, sometimes you have to take a step back. Sometimes you have to pause. Sometimes you have to, journal. This weekend in our Fearless and Freedom Bible study, we learned about listening journals. And that was something I had never heard of before, when you're just sitting and listening to the Lord, and you're writing down everything he's downloading to you. And I thought that was really awesome. Donna Winship encouraged us to do it every day, just a listening journal. And I thought, gosh, how many times are we just like, God help me with this, God help me with this, God help me with this, or help this person or help that person, right? And we never sit to listen. And so I thought that was really, really great. And so I'm just curious, what do you guys do when you have a bump in the road? What kind of things help you in life when you have an unexpected turn or obstacle, or a speed bump or something like that? What do you guys do? What helps you through those times in your life?
Yeah, I do find scripture. I find scripture that's I can hold on to and try to just bring up things that I've um, memorized along throughout the years, that something that would be true to that situation, that I can cling to. And then, of course, surrounding yourself with the people that, care about you the most, that understand you the most, is really important to me. But I think also just taking those times to just, like you're talking about, just calming your spirit and finding those moments to really listen to what God is trying to prepare your heart for, or take you through and show you through that. I listened to a really neat podcast this morning talking about that. It was with Priscilla Shire and uh, Candace Cameron Bure. And Priscilla was actually talking about that very thing of just being able to stop, and the things that we think we need to pray for, pray for those things, but there may be things on the back burner that we want to talk to God about, that he already knows about, that he is, I'm not saying this as eloquently as she is, but the things that we might want to ask God for may not be the right thing, but God is still continuing to use our lives in a different way for us to show up and be able to do things that might bless other people along the way, when in return that he's actually preparing us for the very situation that we may be walking through pretty
Absolutely.
soon.
Yes, very good, very good. I agree 100%. Um, that's wisdom for sure. I've seen so many times where you're like, why are we going through this, or why are we doing this? And then you see, a year, 2 years, 5 years down the road, oh, that's why I had to go through that. So it would prepare me for this time, for sure. CJ said, I cry and pray, which leads to worship, knowing my plan is not God's plan, and he will in his time bless me.
That's good.
Anything else? All right, well, let's dive into the spring product. I don't know about you, but I am pretty excited about all of this. And for those of you that are interested in participating in our new spa suites, we are adding a suite this week with the new spring products. So we have a specialty suite. We are still doing the Korean glass skin suite, and we're also doing the glamour suite, okay? And we ended up with 18 last week, which was super great. And I would encourage you as a consultant to hop on, even if you don't have guests, because that way you can see what we're doing and what it's about. Nikki had several consultants on just to watch and see. It lasted about 40 minutes, but I will tell you 5 to 10 minutes of it was me trying to figure out how to get everybody in and out of the rooms. So that will get faster. We're hoping 5 minutes for welcome, and then putting everybody in the rooms, 20 minutes for the suite time, and then back into the main room for 10 minutes for the after party. And it is so fantastic. I ended up, I think, with 8 of my customers in there. I sold, I don't even know, I haven't even added it up yet, but several $100s worth of product. And I think nearly all of them wanted to come back and experience the other suite. So your one customer can come back 3 times, which is really exciting. They can experience all of them. And then if they bring a friend the next week, they get an extra ticket for the drawing. So it is actually very low key, very fun, and it's an opportunity for your customers to see all kinds of products. And this week will be our spring products. We'll be featuring as well. So this is what the lookbook looks like. And the new sunscreen 50 is on the front, showcasing that. So I have done some research this week, and I was kind of unaware, but my friend Stephanie Brotherton asked a question from one of her customers. Is our sunblock 50 reef safe? Okay. Well, I had no idea. And you might get that question, right? So I really had no idea. I'm going to read you what is said about reef safe, because I don't want it to come from my words. But basically, Mary Kay has said that there are no regulations of what is reef safe. Nobody really knows. I wanted to see what this said. Okay, there's a lot of conversation about it, and ultimately, it is not considered reef safe, but the company says that there is no actual regulation or clear definition on what reef safe is. So, what I'm understanding is the facial sunscreen that we have. Do I have it in here? Okay, so this facial sunscreen that's 30, it actually contains zinc, which makes it a mineral sunscreen, which makes it, quote, reef safe. This is not made from the same ingredients. It is not a mineral sunscreen. So in terms of what is reef safe, it's not technically reef safe, but like I said, there are no regulations for that. So what they're saying, what makes a difference in reef safe versus not reef safe is the mineral, the zinc, the ingredients. So that's the difference in those two. I'm still going to do a little bit more research because I am doing the specialty suite on Thursday. So I want to be able to tell them that information and know for sure. Okay, so anybody have any questions on the sunscreen? It feels so good. You guys are going to love it. Okay, the other thing that we have is the After Sun Replenishing Gel. I know everybody's so excited about it. You guys, this will not stay in stock for very long because it is a limited edition. It has a plug that you have to, there are a few ingredients that are different, but it still feels the same, looks the same, smells the same. It is the same, just a few different ingredients. And my guess is because they were having trouble making it, that it's because those ingredients we're not able to get them anymore or something like that. So yes, so you're going to want to get this ASAP. And right now, Mary Kay is doing a bundle. It is a special edition bundle. And when you get the sunscreen 50 and you bundle it with the After Gel, you get a limited edition beach towel. Looks like this, super cute, for $5. Okay, $5. You can purchase that. Or you can bundle it with the Pure Protection Bundle, which is 2 tubes of the Sunscreen 50. So either the Sunscreen 50 plus the after replenishing gel, or 2 tubes of the sunscreen. And when I ordered it, I thought it was one of the facial sunscreen and one of the regular. So I kind of got a lot of these because I didn't understand. I was ordering it quickly. But anyway, so that's the bundle special. And then we have new packaging for our nourishing oil, which we knew that was coming. This is our new nourishing oil. I love the packaging. It's so pure and beautiful. It's in the pink box. Okay, same formula. Everything's the same. And then we have something very exciting. I am learning how to use them. So stay tuned. You'll have to come on Thursday to learn more about it. I am going to also go through these products that Glam and Glow on Thursday. But we have a new brow kits. Now, these are limited edition. So if you like them, you're going to want to stock up. Limited edition, remember, is 3 months or till sold out. Special edition is 6 months. Okay, so this comes with an all-in-one 4-step go everywhere brow kit that gives you customizable structure and fullness. And one of these is, oops. It looks like it's eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, my neck hurts so bad. It looks like it's eyeshadow, but this middle color is actually, it's called something that starts with a P. And I can't remember what it's called. Hold on, let me see what's in the book. Okay. Use the dual-ended angled brush to apply the brow pomade. It's called pomade. In short hair-like strokes. So you'll see in the book, this is awesome because it's going to label what each one is. And it gives instructions. Can you see that? Okay. So 4 steps to erase brow regrets. Okay, so pomade first, short hair-like strokes, then define using the opposite end of the dual-ended angled brush to apply brow powder. So there's one that's a powder to fill in sparse areas throughout the brow. And then pop. Use your fingertip to apply the highlighter to the arch below the brow bone, and then blend and shape the brow using the spoolie. So this is fantastic because it's got really great clear instructions and pictures. So it comes in blonde, brunette, and dark brunette. Okay, and then we have bronzers. Of course, the new mascara, which I actually really love. I wasn't sure that I would love it, but I actually do really love it. I have been using, just for reference, I have been using Lash Intensity as my primer, then Ultimate Mascara, and then Fanorama. And today, I actually use Lash Intensity and the new Great Heights. And I feel like I got the same length and fullness. So, yeah. Okay. Do y'all remember these super fantastic bronzers? These are special edition, which means 6 months. Aren't they beautiful? Okay, so this is actually a highlighter. This is the Golden Glow highlighter. And then we have 2 of the illuminating bronzers. My mother-in-law loves this bronzer. She's gonna be so excited it's back in stock. So it comes in medium glow and deep glow. Oh my gosh, it just broke all over my computer. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll be doing a return on that one. Okay, well, darn. Okay, this is the deep glow. It looks like it's like a marbleized deep foundation with gold fleck in it. It's beautiful. And that is our deep one. This is our medium glow. I'm going to not hold it over my computer, but you can see it's just a little bit lighter. Okay. Wow. That made a mess. Okay. Any questions about the new products?
Jen, on the highlighters and bronzers, I shy away from those just because I don't know exactly how to apply that in a way where it doesn't look like I'm just clumping it on and making myself look really dark. It doesn't look blended and natural.
Mhm.
So I don't know if we can go over that maybe with consultants and then maybe also maybe do a breakout group like during the week for our consultants. I mean, for our
Yeah,
customers.
that's what I'm going to do Thursday night at the
Oh,
spa.
that's Thursday night. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Thursday
Okay,
night.
sorry.
That would be a great night to invite your guests because I'll be actually showing about application on the brows and application on the bronzers and the highlighters.
Okay, I was just thinking it was eyebrows. I didn't realize you were going to cover the others as
It's
well.
all the spring products.
Perfect.
I'll be showing all of these spring products.
Oh,
I'll actually do application for the brows and the bronzers.
perfect. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other question? That's a great question. Okay, so last thing is I am combining with 20 other directors to do CPR for the month of February. And I don't know if you know what CPR stands for, but CPR is to like revive you, right? It's to bring life back into you. And basically, it's 20 Mary Kay stories on why they love Mary Kay. And so we're going to do a video every day for the whole month of February. And at the end, you get to just stay tuned because I'm going to be posting some things tomorrow. It got kind of behind on this, but it is to help you just be energized. They're 5 minutes long, and you can earn extra charms for your charm bracelet for just listening once a day for 5 minutes. It's super easy. Okay. So I'll be posting those. You can watch them or you can listen all day, one day, or you can do one a day. And I'll be posting those and all of that information tomorrow. So watch for that. And I can't think of anything else that I'm missing. Anybody have any questions? All right, let me take our picture. Oh, thank you, CJ. Code word. Let's say CPR. CPR is our code word for the night. All right, everybody smile. All right, I'll pray us out. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for a great night and the words of Demi that were just full of wisdom, Lord, in the story of Ruth and Naomi. Their courage to just continue moving forward, even through the bumps in the road in life, Lord. And I feel like sometimes we're on a bumpy road for a little while. So I just pray if there's someone here that's on that bumpy road, that you'll just continue to encourage them and keep them close to you. Let them know that they are loved and they are special and they are yours. Dear Jesus, we just open our arms to what you have in expectation for February. May we honor and serve you in all that we do. And I pray this in your name. Amen. Love y'all.